Hello from San Francisco and welcome to my Caliente Kitchen, where I offer you caliente recipes and caliente nutrition topics. I am Manuel Villacorta, registered dietitian, nutritionist, spokesperson, author, and most important, a proud chair-elect of La Gitana. Well, today I'm going to share with you an extremely caliente topic. From the month September 15 to October 15, we are celebrating Latinos and Hispanic Heritage Month. Yes, where all Latinos and Latinas celebrate our contributions to the United States. And as Latinos, of course, we love to celebrate with food. And this is why today we're going to share with you something delicious, something sabrosísimo. A dish from my motherland, Peru, papas a la Huancaína. Well, to my knowledge, for the first time in La Gitana history, your chair, Janine Ricketts-Byrne, and I, your chair-elect, happen to be Peruvian, and this is what we're celebrating with Peruvian superfoods, and I'm going to feature also 5 Peruvian superfoods and this delicious dish. All right, why is Peru such an amazing country with food? And by the way, I don't know if you knew this already, for the 7th consecutive year, yes, 7, Peru has gotten an award for best destination in the world for culinary experience. And this award is by World Travel Award. It's like the Oscars in tourism. It's quite amazing. I'm very proud for Peru and what they're doing with their food. But why Peru has an amazing cuisine? Well, let me give you a little bit of history before we do the dish. Well, as we all know, Peru got conquered by the Spaniards, and the Spaniards brought Africans with them. And this is where they brought sweet potatoes, cinnamon, and deep frying. And of course, one of my favorite desserts is picarones, which we're going to do another Facebook Live on that later. But then, as Peru being colonized, the Chinese and the Japanese came to build railroads. They brought with them white rice, soy sauce, and ginger, and another method of cooking, stir fry. This is where we have our lomo saltado. Once Peru got colonized, most Europeans start coming to Peru, where we have now Italians, French, and Germans. So Peru is a fusion of cultures, and this is why our food is so delicious. We took the best out of every cuisine to make our own Peruvian cuisine. Well, I'm going to now, before we go into the superfoods, show you how to make papas a la Huancaína. This is a sauce that can be eaten in different ways. It's quite delicious. Huancayo is one of our departments. We call it estates here. And you can make this sauce. It's fairly easy and it's perfect for parties. So let me bring the blender here on the front. All right. Now, so what goes in the papa a la Huancaína? The first ingredient we're going to add is milk. I use whole milk in this case. I like creamy things. Then, of course, as every Latino, we like queso fresco. We add some queso fresco to that. Oop, there we go. And then we have ají. This is ají paste. Ají paste, and I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to talk to you about this. This is one of their superfoods. Ají paste, and also I'm using whole ajís, the chili peppers. So ají is a unique chili pepper from Peru. It's hot and sweet, and it looks like this. I'm going to show you here on the side camera if they can show us. It looks like that. Its origins come from Peru, and it's high in capsaicin, an antioxidant, and this is one of our Peruvian superfoods. By the way, you can find ají paste or ají Bible frozen in most Latino stores in the United States. San Francisco, where I'm from, I go to the Mission, and every single Latino store has ají. I'm sure if you're from New York, Miami, for sure we'll have ají. Los Angeles, you name it, everyone has ají. All right, then we're gonna add, this is soda crackers. And to be honest, that's all it requires to make the sauce. Now we're gonna blend this. All right, I'm gonna move this to the side, and that's your sauce. But of course I already made sauce on the side here, because now I'm gonna show you how to plate the papa a la Huancaína. But before we do that, I wanna invite somebody else here right now. Sabrina, come join us, please. Sabrina is one of my new interns and future dietitians. Say hi.
Hi.
Anyhow, I met her, it's been 2 weeks now? Mm-hmm. So when we talked on the phone, she didn't know I was Peruvian, of course, and then I mentioned I was Peruvian. She says, oh yeah, my father, mother are Peruvian too. Were you Peruvian born too, right?
No, here.
You're here. So when I knew that she was Peruvian, I'm like, you're hired. No, she's actually really good. She's a future dietitian, another Latina. So I'm very, very proud for her to be here actually for this special Facebook Live. So let's plate the papa a la Huancaína together. As you know, you've done this before. We first start with lettuce. By the way, my hands are clean and washed. I follow food safety. But here's another Peruvian superfood, purple potatoes. Normally, papa a la Huancaína is served with white potatoes or yellow potatoes, but the purple potato is a potato that has 3 times the antioxidant levels than any other potato. And Peru offers more than 5,000 kinds of potatoes. Wow. And this is one nutritious potato. The anthocyanins in purple potatoes have been shown to block or slow down the absorption of the starch. So actually, when you eat purple potatoes, it doesn't spike your glucose levels, which is quite nice. All right, so then the next thing is we're gonna pour a little sauce on top. And then this is where you have your papa a la Huancaína. It's looking so good already.
Beautiful.
Yes, so colorful, so delicious, so nutritious. I mean, come on, milk, queso, ají, purple potatoes. I mean, what could be wrong with this dish, right? Then normally in Peru we put eggs, whole eggs on top, and I'm gonna use one of those. Now, let me wash my hands here 1 second. Very easy. All right, and then we put olives, and this is how we plate the papa a la Huancaína. How beautiful that looks.
Beautiful.
Looks nice, huh?
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay. Well, so now that I tell you why the fusion of cuisines have created this amazing Peruvian deliciousness, now let's talk a little bit about the superfoods. Well, to my knowledge, Peru is probably one of the only leading countries that offers a variety of different superfoods. In the Amazon alone, we have over 4,000 different types of fruits. It's quite amazing. And also the Andes, of course. The Andes, where you offer 5,000 kinds of potatoes, 300 kinds of corn. So, but why is that? Well, you see, Peru, this small, little, fabulous country, has 3 marked microclimates. You have the coast, and then right after that, 1 hour flight, now you are in the Andes. Now the Andes offers different soils, volcanic soils, and in an hour more, you have now the jungle, which is the Amazon. So 3 microclimates that offers different kinds of foods and therefore offers different superfoods. So let's talk a little about these superfoods here.
I noticed you have red quinoa.
Yes, red quinoa. So there's so many different kinds of quinoas. And the reason purposely I chose red, not because it's more nutritious, just like fruits and vegetables, different colors of quinoa offers different phytonutrients and antioxidants. Now quinoa comes in black, red, yellow, and quinoa, by the way, is a seed, it's not quite a grain. Now, a lot of people tell me, Manuel, quinoa is tasteless. And I say, well, you need to put a little love into making quinoa, Don't just boil it with water. Do a little sofrito, do a little aderezo con cebollita, ajitos, that means little onion, little garlic, and then put a little tomato paste, then put the quinoa. And just like pasta, I like my quinoa al dente, don't you? You like it smashed al dente, right? So in order to make quinoa al dente, you want to put a little less water. Normally, they call 1 cup dry quinoa 2 cups of water. So what I do is 1 cup dry quinoa and 1 cup and 3/4 of water. So 1/4 less of water, and you have this amazing quinoa. Now the next superfood I want to show you here is maca. Now maca is probably the most studied superfood of all. Now here we have maca. If you see, this is maca powder, but we're going to show you the maca on the screen, the real maca, how it comes. So I tell you a story. When I went to Peru to do my research and compare the science that I read here and see what the locals tell me, I remember I was in the open market buying, I saw the maca, and the Andinian ladies are very shy. They don't do eye contact like we're doing right now. And so I asked the lady, what is maca for? And she turned really red. Oh my God, she was so embarrassed. And I'm like, please tell me, what is maca for? Then she called me and told me in my ear, for the bedroom. So maca increases sex drive. Yes, it does. It's the natural Viagra. But this is why probably it's the most studied superfood of all. It grows in a very area in Peru. And anyways, but maca does more than increases your sex drive, by the way. It actually triggers your endocrine system to work more efficiently. Then the next superfood, we have peppercorn, rich of anthocyanins. Very nice. And peppercorn, we normally boil the peppercorn, and you get this fluid. Well, we drink in Peru. I'm sure you grew up drinking chicha morada. It's full of antioxidants. Don't put too much sugar. It's quite nice. And then, of course, we have quinoa. Ají we already talked about. We talked about the purple potatoes. And the last thing I want to tell you about is sacha inchi. So sacha inchi comes from the Amazon. This is a seed, right? So now the seeds get pressed and you get the sacha inchi oil. Now, why is this a superfood? Sacha inchi oil, sacha inchi seeds are the one with the most content plant-based omega-3 on the planet.
Wow.
So it is considered an anti-inflammatory switch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it comes from the Amazon. Now, the seed itself have all 9 essential amino acids too. So vegans love sacha inchi because you get the protein, and if you press the oil, you get a nice plant-based omega-3s. As you can see, Peru offers delicious foods and superfoods as well. Well, please like us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Social media is very important to us. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Let's taste.
Not only the taste, the yuca. Oh my God, I forgot about the yuca. So let me tell about yuca. You know yuca?
Yes.
So Huancaína sauce is not just with potatoes. We can actually also serve it with yuca. Now this yuca that I have here is baked yuca. So I didn't deep fry it like normally we do deep fry. So it's quite delicious. So let's taste it. Let's taste the yuca and this. And then we can go after that, because that's right. We need to taste what we make.
Delicioso.
Delicioso, sabrosísimo, amigos. Muy, muy rico. Bueno, I hope you like this Caliente show. Until next time, my friends. And remember, share, comment, like, and you may be able to win one of my books. Adios, amigos.